I rode this turbocharged Harley Davidson all the way to Maine to find out if a turbo was a good option for a touring motorcycle. It is the Trask Assassin, and it is absolutely a beautiful setup. Makes this bike look sinister. But although I loved the look, I didn't know how it would be on a long distance tour. So I took it on this trip to give you an honest review on what this is like to ride as a daily. So what have I learned after about 3,000 miles riding this motorcycle to Maine? The power delivery is absolutely smooth, comes on easy. When you're riding out of boost, like just at normal RPMs, it's like you don't even have a turbo. It just rolls on like a normal motorcycle. But when you want it, you land that throttle and that boost builds and it pulls like no other. In fact, I've pulled against a couple 135 build engines and I was able to squeeze away from them. And that's just a stock 121 with the turbo on it. Fuel efficiency hasn't really changed much at all. It's pretty much the same fuel mileage I was getting before. I haven't really noticed much of a difference there, except for, of course, when I'm laying into the throttle, but that's gonna be any build. People often ask about the rain. I do have this rain sock on it. Riding in the rain, I did not have any major issues. We did ride through some heavier rainstorms and it just performed normally. Now, just like any other open breather bike, if I lay into the throttle, it'll sputter a little bit and suck some water. But again, that's every high flow air filter bike I've ever had. It performed identically to all of them. Volume, is it too loud? I'll start it here for you. Now, while it does have a really cool whistle, the exhaust itself is not overly loud. In fact, I'm gonna say it's aggressive, but less aggressive than some of the other pipes I've had. Now, you've got different options on pipes, and I think some of theirs may be louder than others, but this Assassin, just super manageable and comfortable on the road. Not too loud at all. Now, with any product, especially performance product, there's trade-offs. You want endless power, you want a smooth ride, you want perfect delivery, you want all these things, the cool sound of a turbo. It does come at a couple expenses. One is the width. It's a bit wider off the bike than a normal exhaust would be. And so you have to space out your floorboards, and these highway pegs from Zero 3D have been an absolute game saver. They allow me to get my foot out and away from that exhaust. And I will admit there is a bit of a learning curve. It's a little bit different of a riding position than what I have on my traditional bikes. And it took me about 1,000 miles to really set in and get comfortable with that. After that, it's like second nature to me, not even an issue. I would be lying to you if I said this thing does not generate more heat. The turbo definitely generates more heat than a standard exhaust system, but it's generating more power too, and lots of it. Frankly, I